All right, major playoff implications. Here we go. You can see on the scoreboard, I've got points coming into tonight. So Mercury is the current 1 seed. They sit at 67 points, and Harlem, the current 2nd seed, sitting at 61 points. Should be a good series. MRV kind of struggling the last week or two, while HGB on the flip side has been going on a bit of a tear. So see if they can continue their momentum here, or see if Mercury can preserve the 1 seed. They've got a decent advantage to start the night here. 6 points, that's, for our new viewers, that's 2 regulation wins worth of points, and it's a 5-game series. So Harlem will have to essentially get at least 2 more regulation wins than MRV does. However, it gets a little funky if you start throwing in overtime. But for the sake of this, I'd say they need to win 4 if we're just talking pure regulation games. Because going 3-2, I believe they'd still be down 3 points. Now they could, if I can do math really quick, they could win 3 games and, oh man, 2 overtime games potentially, and that might do it. But they gotta win 4. Let's just keep it at that. They gotta win 4, and I'll update the scoreboard as we go along with how many points each team has, and that'll make it a little bit easier. Just waiting for both sides to ready up. And we're off. I'm going to move myself down. Chatbots, I'm going to move you guys around a little bit. And we are underway to battle for the 1 seed. And we are off. I'll admit, I wish we had maybe a more exciting map than Titanic. However, this is not the Titanic I'd say most people are familiar with. This was part of Yelp's 4x4 challenge. I believe the normal Titanic normally has team tiles right here. Or maybe yellow tiles, I don't quite recall. As here comes PK off the handoff. Carl losing the boost and can't wrap it around. Omni with the OD play, so we're staying at 0 apiece. So here we go in pups, both juices. And I'd say pups, if this map is anything like the original Titanic, power-ups are incredibly important, as they always are, but especially here I would say. As the king can't hit the snipe, but does slow Omni up enough for Beef to get the return. Oh, and a great snipe from Beef, and that's being capped for the king. Beautiful. And MRV on the board first. Omni with the grab, can't get by Beef, otherwise known as I'm a Goat. And I think those are the only two names he's played under. What's going on, Judester? How are you? So obviously still early, but if MRV does get this game 1 win, it becomes really hard for HEB to pull out the 1 seed. They'd have to essentially win 4 in a row. Irony, the rolling bomb grab, Beef with the rolling on the other side, diffused, returned, Irony should probably push it here. That rolling might run out on him. It is going to run out on him, but it's not going to cost him. He'll bring it around. A couple flaccid from MRV, and HEB ties it up at 1. Hoodie Yankee, yes sir. What else would you expect for the battle for the 1 seed, dude? Gotta bust out all of the stops. Carl, the grab. Going up towards the team boost, that's a tough look. He knows that, so he's going to try to circle back bottom. Doesn't work out. And these bases are just so defensive. Hard to get much going if you don't have a power up, as we've seen. It'll be a rolling split once again. Irony on defense with his this time. Has a great bomb from Carl, and Big gets the reset. And now here comes Beef on the attack. Diffuse to get himself a lane. Irony manually diffuses. Well, and I think Beef might have rushed that in. Once Irony diffuses, you can, I think, afford to be a little patient. PK can't wrap it around, but free regrab for the moment. Carl, he's a sitting duck. He was so scared of Omni, you see that? And now Omni's just gonna leave. Oh my goodness. PK will finally come out the block. Irony gonna wisely take that boost away from Carl. And Carl seemingly content just to hang out in the HEB base. Don't know for how long. Yes, Irony will hit the team boost. PK picking up the tag. See if they can set the lead up and convert this. They are so separated. It might be... Oh, it was nearly a cap the other way. They do finally get the lead set up. A little belated, but they do finally get it set up. It will expire here in a second. PK's got to kill a couple. He'll get 1. And it's enough for the Kane to live so far. There's a bid snipe from Beef. 1 on 2 in base. PK maybe with a boost block here. Whiffs entirely. He wasn't even close. I mean, what was that? And Russ is gonna cap. They were here. Oh my gosh, PK. That's crazy. And then Russ caps off it. Ugh. Wait, and Irony gonna pick up the tag. I think Omni does win the juice. Carl, I guess he's out. He's making Omni look silly with the juice, so I guess he made the right decision. But went to go grab as soon as Omni grabbed the juice. It seems silly to me, but he made Omni look silly for the entirety of that juice. That was kind of wild. Oh, PK, nice patience on the boost. Can you split the Red Sea? He cannot. Here comes Carl on the attack, weaving through the OD. Omni gonna shut that one down. PK. Again, that team boost makes it really hard to go top. He'll cut back and get returned. I'm telling you, this thing is a pain in the butt for offenders. Split on the juices. Russ coming around town. Can't finish the deal. Juice on flag now for Carl. Omni sitting patiently on that boost. I was going to use a different word, but we'll keep it PG. This PK 2-on-2 once again. Can he curl around the blots? He can. Beautiful blots by Beef and Carl, and PK gonna restore the tie, I suppose. Knotted up here at 2. The candidate will avoid the snipe. Mueller stuck back at base. 2-on-2 once again. They're both blocking Omni for some reason. Why? And he ends up getting the return anyway. It's PK and Mueller 1-on-1 for this tag pro. And PK, I will give that win to PK. See if they can set up something here. Juice. They do get the kill on the Juice. Oh, but Russ sneaks behind the tag. I think just no need to boost, to be honest with you. And shouldn't be a cap here for HEB, but that tag pro will expire. No caps for MRV off it, so HEB is happy, I'm sure. As we're entering the final, call it 2 minutes here of game 1. Like we said, HEB came into the night half a dozen points behind MRV. So a win here in game 1, regulation or overtime, would be a nice start for them. Although they would prefer the regulation win, there's no doubt. And they'll pick up the tag, so that'll be a good start for them. Russ picking up the Juice with the bomb. We'll make things tough on Carl and PK, see what they can do. They're going to play 3D, which I think is standard here. Carl is going to go flag pro, it's doomed. Wait, he might be out. No way. No, he doesn't. Okay. I was worried there for a second. Bomb, Carl, nothing. Alright, 2 rolling bombs to close out regulation here. And I don't recall, I believe clutch time is enabled for this season. The last game I streamed, I don't think we had any clutch time, so I'm trying to remember whether it's part of minors or not. So we go in power ups. Beef not going to stay behind for the rolling bomb, so they're going to give it to Russ for free. Very well could have kept Goat behind, but Beef diffuses him. Or diffuses Russ, I'm sorry. Oh my god, Carl! What a split off the boost! Did you just see that? It goes up and split. Wow! What a boost! That was insane! Alright, 25 seconds left here in regulation. I'm telling you, HEB, they need the regulation win. The OT win's nice, but then they're still down 5 points, so they really want the regulation win here. Deny MRV any points if they can. 8 seconds left. I wonder if they're pushing for it. They're not going to be able to get it regardless. In fact, they're in danger of maybe giving up a... No, they're not. What am I saying? But here we go into overtime. And this I'm not going to call it a must-win yet, but HEB needs it. PK going to go Juice on flag. Mueller picked up the other Juice for HEB. And since this is Titanic, it could be a 15-minute overtime, so strap in. Especially Juices again next round. Omni going to be able to get by Beef, and here's a good chance. There's 3 on defense. Oh, no, I'm on the wrong side of the map. I apologize. There were 3 on OD, not on defense. Omni still holding. Still holding, walking by PK, no trouble there. Carl trying to go for the nose kiss play, can't contain Omni. Oh, and Omni nearly gets the kill with the bomb. Pup spawning once again. Should be Carl's Juice, and there's no one from HEB fighting for the other Juice. Looks like the Kane's going to be able to pick it up on Mueller. No, Beef snats it. 2 Juices here for MRV, pretty good chance. See if they can convert. Russ, not sure where he's going. The bomb, no good, and Beef is going to end it. MRV takes it in overtime, 3-2. Hey, what's up, Ice Plat? How are you? Good to see you. So I'm gonna update these points as we go along. So that's 69 points, nice, to the revolutions. And HEB currently sits at 62 points. Thank you, HD. I appreciate that. I honestly don't know if we changed anything. But it could be. I had to redo the drawers on that built-in you can see in the back. So some stuff I think got taken out. And then my wife's doing a sewing project, so there's also more stuff out because of that. So maybe that's why. That is not, the table has been there, HD. I'm sorry. The table's been there, and we've had board games in the shelf this entire time. Don't try to gaslight me about my own home. No, I can go dig up a stream from like 8 months ago, if you want. All right, game 2. Here we go. So what's the gap now? The gap now is 7 points. If someone wants to do the math, 4 games left. Again, winning 4 games in regulation would secure it for HEB. I've not really thought through all the other permutations. Yeah, MRV needs 3 more. That sounds right. Because then they would be up 10, and there would be only 9 points available in the series. Yep. So they're off to a good start. Is PK going to cap that one? Nice 3D there from Pika. And they should, well, no, actually they set up a little early. HEB might be able to make a play on this tag. And they will win it. Meal are going to pick it up. Excuse me. Oh, and can I be honest with you? I didn't even comment. Mueller is playing in place of Squeeb tonight. I honestly had not realized that for a second. Squeeb, I had heard that he may be having internet issues. It's out or something like that. So Mueller is subbing in. What I know about him, consistently a top minors defender. He subbed on my minors team one season and thought he played pretty well. And I didn't notice anything like horrible in game 1, so great block there. Is Irony going to finish the cap? We'll be tied up at 1. It's been out since Saturday, huh? That's brutal. That's why he's moving out of Texas. Just the entire infrastructure. It's horrible. Excuse me. Tag Pro lead for Beef, and they will capitalize. MRV, excuse me, restores the 1 cap lead. It's a tough boost from Irony. Oh, there it is, there it is! Oh, he misses the flag! Are you kidding me? He had it straight in and just went wide left. Bills fans, avert your eyes. Oh, it might be capped the other way now. Can they get the block on Irony? Oh, they can't. Oh, it's a disaster. Could have been worse, but a disaster. They're gonna lose the tag as well. Major playoff implications. Alright, sure. Wait. No, it's not another cap. At least not yet. They got a block for Mueller, dude. And they're not going. Yeah. That's where you honestly. I think that's where you miss Squeeb. Squeeb is actually fairly good with the flag from what I remember. I don't know if Carl was able to solo him there. So maybe that's where you miss him. I'm still in shock that Omni missed that boost, dude. I'm in shock. Like, it happens, and it's a weird boost, there's no question. It's like at the edge of your viewport, and the angle is not quite super intuitive, but man, we gotta hit that, dude. We have to. Now, this is gonna be helpful. 2 tag pros, can they set up the lead and convert the cap? Russ is gonna boost out and do absolutely nothing. Doesn't matter. They will cap it. And honestly, Irony should not have killed whoever that was. Because you want Russ to be able just to get out of base. And now there's people spawning? I think that was the wrong move. I think you'd rather just keep them alive and block them out. Russ, maybe looking for handoff. Nothing there. PK narrowly returned. Almost a bit sniped from Irony. Instead, Carl pulls the hezzy, gets the boost in the base. Can he get by Russ? Russ is very hesitant to pursue him here. That's interesting. I think he had the return. Opted to stay tight to flag, which was intriguing. And Carl's threatening the cap here now. It was a nice pull from Russ. Rolling bomb on Reef for Carl here, though. I'm surprised he did not die earlier, but I guess if you're getting capping chances like that. As Omni wants to bomb. I don't think this is going to work out for him. Irony, oh, there's a bomb waiting for him. He knows it. Has that back bomb available. Oh, he's going to bait it. Interesting. Kind of like that move. Wants the top boost now, working his way up there, but Carl was just too fast. Knew what he was doing, shut it down. So Omni takes the juice grab here. It's going to be a juice split. And that's probably the last MRV member you want with the juice if you're HEB. It's going to go in Carl's hands. He was a menace. Well, ignore I said anything. Or forget I said anything. I'm sorry. Russ, where are we? Irony, big assist. Russ was drifting, dude. Wait, and it might be cap. He's got redemption. He misses the boost, dude. He walked right by it. What are we doing? That's 2 caps, bro. I mean, come on. Oh, now he gets Russ in the way of Russ. Ugh. Man, if they end up losing this game, those two, the missed boost and then just walking by it entirely. God, that's brutal. What's up, Toppy? Mueller protecting as best he can. They have to make a move here. And it's too little, too late. And now Irony's got to be careful. His PK out past a bunch. Irony wisely shielding himself behind the wall. Still plenty of time here for HEB. Man, you'd love to be up 4-3 right now, though. No, don't tell me. Oh, Carl! Carl wins at 42! What a cap! That was unbelievable! Oh, 150 left to go. It's a tag for HEB, so we'll see if they can, I don't know, rolling bomb on Carl. And again, that's not the guy you want to have the pup. What man, Omni's just gotta be kicking himself, dude. And then Carl just, I mean, carry mode this game, dude. I know Beef's at the top of the scoreboard, but I mean, look at that. I mean, Carl's just living like crazy. I don't think Irony has the angle, does he? No. He wants this trade. Not gonna take it. Oh my goodness gracious. Someone block for him! Russell! Alright, here going pups. Rolling bomb up. Irony wants it. No one's helping Mueller help. Does not get there in time. It's gonna be a rolling re. Carl not gonna give it. Will die. Defusal comes. Irony wants back wall. It should be good. He will cap it. 37 seconds to go. And they're within one. Russ is going to flash it. They are really fortunate there was not a cap. So here we go. Final 30 seconds. HEB. They need at least an OT loss here, I think. Yeah, let's see if they remember clutch time. It's a good call out. Well, you got to grab to have clutch time, and I don't think this is going to work out for him. Well, and that's kind of disappointing because that is that is the 1 seed for MRV, but we're going to pretend that didn't happen. Oh no. There goes all the hype, dude. Man, to lose by 1 cap when you left 2 on the board. I mean, that's brutal, man. It really is. It's so brutal. I mean, how often does that happen to Omni? I mean, that would... The chances of him doing that twice in 1 game, I mean, it's just... It's so improbable. I mean, still a thrilling game. We've just kind of lost the excitement, I guess. Anyone in chat want to give me updates on the other games going on? Because we'll get into game 3 here.
Good stars. It's like a crescent, but from the bottom, very big and very yellow.
Okay.
It's a good move.
I'm happy for you. Oh, I'm sorry I missed Carl cap in there. Oh, but Russ is gonna get one right back. Now, how great would it be if HEB... Oh, almost. HEB just, like, beat the brakes off MRV in the final 3 games. And thankfully, I'm hoping this will be the last we'll see of Titanic for the rest of the season. I can't imagine anyone wants to play it for playoffs. Is Russ lagged out? I think Russ is lagged out, or he's typing. He's gone. It's a power play from RV. And they will cap off it. There's no sub. Wait, Scrapper's coming in. Is Scrapper? Yeah, Scrapper has joined HEB. PK did say no, but that was PK who said that. That can't have been a rage quit. Russ doesn't strike me as a rage quit kind of guy. Does he? I mean, the seeds are determined now, so maybe he just he didn't feel like playing anymore. No, but maybe Logi, you might have something there. As the king with the rolling bomb could probably cap this one. You cannot enter the VC without permission. And that reminds me, I haven't asked someone if I could do listen-ins in years. So maybe I need to go back to that. People do love listening to comms. There's no question. Oh, the king. It's just like red. Scrapper. Scrapper, the bomb block, ineffective. Irony gonna pick up the roll. Oh, it's a tag for Omni. Like this chance here. And they will cap. So they'll tie it up at 2. Irony, a chance at another, but I mean, it's really been the series. It's just unforced errors from HGB. And, well, you're down Russ now. How big a loss that is, I don't know. But you start compounding that with the unforced errors, and you have a hard time winning anything. Omni gets another tag. I think he was the one that got it last round. See if, I don't know. They don't have a grab set up. They get the kill on the juice, but now that tag should be out here. And Carl and Beef are in position to contain. They will get the kill. No, they will not get the kill on Omni. Could very well have been a cap for MRV. I will get you the symphony after this game, Mr. Jones. Hard to, I don't have a second monitor, so I can't switch tabs, otherwise it'll freeze the game. So I'll get you after the game. Looks like PK picked up a tag, Beef picking up the juice. Somehow the King and PK not together. And it's gonna cap for Mueller. What the? How'd that happen? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful to get one back. Great read from Beef. He kind of curved the bullet a little bit as he came in to go underneath off the wall. Really nice. Bumblebee, I appreciate the follow. Why you weren't following before, I'm not entirely sure. And just so you know, B, I will be in the Outer Banks sometime in July. So if you wanna settle things, we can do so. Please no OT. Same. That game 1 OT was everything I needed. I know every game is 10 minutes, but man, it feels like 10 minutes is really long on this map. Some maps are just hard to watch. Titanic is definitely one of them. PK just kind of drifting aimlessly with that juice. Can't say I blame him. Carl trying, juking. I mean, we look at the scoreboard, I guess. The King kind of doing it all. Mueller, surprisingly, I think, also kind of doing it all. I still think Carl series MVP right now. Stats this game aren't the best, but he's been such a big presence. Which is a crazy thing to say with the King on your team. Major star, well, I don't know if star is the right word, but has played very, very well at a majors level. I played with him. Oh, he almost caps that. When we went to the Super Bowl, was that last season? No, that was 2 seasons ago.
You can always be thinner, look better.
I missed the cap, so I apologize. I hope it wasn't cool. Logi said OMG, so I'm thinking it was cool and I missed it. Tag pro up for grabs. Ooh, and Mueller are going to pick it up. So HEB chance to tie it. As the clock is waning down here in regulation. The seconds are waning, the clock is ticking. Oh, and the bump from PK nearly kills Carl. And Carl's going to continue to circle back for the boost off the wall, and that should be the dagger 5-3 MRV. Who spiked themselves? Ironies, that one had to have been intentional, right? And that'll do it. 5-3 MRV, their 3rd straight victory. And it's just style points now. So, how did your series go? And also, not to make it like weird or anything, but you can just say no to my DM. That's okay. You know what I mean? $5-0 in favor or against? You're thinking about it? Oh, okay. Well, don't feel pressured or anything. I'm sorry, I just assumed. I assumed it meant a no. They had a sub for crossover, okay. I know this won't inspire confidence in you, Sil, but the first time I met someone, It was this guy named Maddox who was on my B team in season 8, and he picked me up in downtown Detroit. I jumped in his car, no idea who this guy was. I just played B team with him, and he drove me around Detroit at like 8 o'clock at night. We went out for dinner at a Buffalo Wild Wings, I think. It was a good time. Yeah, Maddox was awesome, dude. What's crazy is he was like a father of 2. I think he was in his mid-30s at the time, and I'm like 21, 22. Well, not even 21. I was probably 20. Yeah, so kind of wild. Yeah, Coos ducked the meetup. He was not terribly far away, I think. You were at Michigan State at the time. But from what I remember, you did not have a way to get there. Anyway, the moral of the story is I survived. I didn't get murdered by some 35-year-old man. As PK can bring in first cap of the game for MRV. Oh gosh. And then after Maddox, I just started meeting people like crazy. See, but, well, honestly, I could believe that Messi might have a little serial killer in him, you know what I mean? Like, if you told me that, I could see it. Anyway. How was meeting Messi, by the way? I'd like to meet him at some point. I mean, my golden goose, I mean, that's Coos, right? Literally, like, my first introduction to competitive tag pro, and I've never met the guy. All I have is the one group me video of him shotgunning a beer after we won the Nooper. You can't be honest. I'd be shocked had you done anything else besides go to a baseball game. Koos, are you really gonna start streaming? I know you mentioned it a couple streams ago. Are you actually doing it? Can I say, by the way, it's surely gonna be 1-1? Oh my god, it's not. Can I say Moonbase has kind of gotten boring? Is that crazy to say? I don't think it's that crazy of a take. Like, we did to a point with every map where it's just kind of figured out. And not that these teams are, like, performing at the highest level at this map, but it becomes a lot easier for Moonbase to be a sleeper than it used to be. Yeah, I'm with you, HD. Oh, the boost from Omni, wow. Really good. There's so much more going on, though? What do you mean? You mean, like, just your actual life, or much more going on than scenes in OBS? Oh, the map. Oh, I see. It's true, there is a lot more going on. But it's still, like, I've played in some games on Moonbase where it's like 2-1, and it's just like, it's a grind, it feels like, which is weird to say, because you're right, there's so much more going on, but it just feels like so much more of a grind. Flacco FT, thank you for the raid. Welcome to the 4 viewers, the 4 refugees. Hold on, let me do my best, like, NFL thing. As we welcome in our viewers from the whichever game Watson was streaming. Major playoff implications. Yeah. Coos, I am available Saturday and Sunday. I've got robotics most of the day, so we'll have to coordinate. But other than that, I'm free in the evening. Well, that's not true. I've got robotics tomorrow and Wednesday. Thursday I'm probably free in the evening. Friday probably free in the evening. Ham, LST, and Ham coming out on top. I love that, dude. I missed an MRV cap. I don't think it was cool. So, no worries there. If MRV 5-0s this team, are we just... And Russ is back, by the way. I totally missed that. He's had such little impact on the game. I completely did not notice that he was back in this game. He missed most of game 3. And I guess is okay now. And I just completely missed that. Oh my god. He's been so invisible. What do you want me to do? Anyway, so if MRV goes 5-0, they stumbled against OPH last week. But do we have concerns about them heading to the postseason, or are they the clear favorite? Scrapper was a sub, yes. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, so they had Mueller in. Mueller was the original sub for Squeeb. Then Scrapper joined when Russ disconnected. And now that they've kept Scrapper in instead of Mueller. It's all a tangle. Because Omni can't get to the boost in time. Yeah, Squeeb. I can forgive you for forgetting Squeeb as well. Oh, and Carl gonna bring it in. Can I just say I respect Scrapper trying to bump grab that. Wasn't able to get the grab off, but major respect for trying. Squeeb is the modern Jarvis. I kind of like that. Except they want a Mooper together, right? So can they really be like the modern, like they're the same era, I guess? Like I know Squeeb's been around longer, but I don't know, they want a Mooper together. Three. Off the tags. Speaking of meeting people, I have met Squeeb. We raced go-karts in Charlotte with Big Bad and Fly. That was a fun one. And I say go-karts, not really go-karts. It's like high-tech go-karts. Like you're zooming. Squeeb is one of those people, to your point, refined. And unfortunately, I kind of fall into the category as well. Just these guys who are like... It's the same thing as like when Trapson was in Novice all those years. They're just these same guys who are consistently in a tier, and they're good. But they're never good enough to leave, and they just linger in their tier for years and years and years. Squeeb's definitely one of those people with minors. Trapson finally got out of Novice after like 30. I mean, legitimately, I think he might have played 20 seasons in Novice or something like that. I'd have to check his TPL. I'm sure it's crazy. Alex Jones, you gotta remind me. I forgot to play your symphony. Remind me in a minute. Is Russ gonna bring in a cap? Make it 4-3. I will get you your symphony. It's gonna happen. Is Omni may make it 5-3. He will not so far. This would be HGB's first win of the series. So that'd be kind of cool. Kind of just playing for pride and momentum, I guess, at this point. I don't know. Momentum's not really real. Although I think I argue about with No Name saying momentum was real. So maybe I need to change my take there. Squeak plays defense. I believe he does on this team. Unless that's her sarcastic. He plays defense, in which case I would probably agree with you. Russ. He cap. That was a cap, by the way. When he went off wall, he had to lane the flag, and then he just backed off. I swear to God. That was capable. Clutch time, by the way. I'd completely forgotten. And I'll do it. 4-3 HGB. And let me update the score and play the music. Okay, we were looking for Beethoven's 7th Symphony.
Think your taxes are simple? You could file for free with H&R Block. More people qualify for H&R Block free online than TurboTax free.
Did we decide this clutch time is a regulation win, right?
Approximately 55% of filers qualify.
Oh, you didn't tell me my face was in the way. It is, okay, thank you. I hope that's loud enough for you, and not too loud. All right. This is game 5, right? Thank God. It's actually been a fairly quick series. 9:45 start, and we'll be done right about at an hour. It's pretty good. As it was a sweep here for HEB. Alright, so I guess now that MRV's got the 1 seed, we know it. What does that mean exactly? It's an 18 playoff, so they'll get first pick of opponent is really the biggest thing. You get a small advantage in the pick ban, but pick bans these days, I don't know that there's really an advantage. Just because I believe, unless it'll be different this season, but typically the playoff map pool is larger than the number of maps that can be picked or banned during the process. Unless teams would trade bans a bunch of times, I'm not really sure. Anyway, my point being is that you can ban maybe a map that you really hate, but there's just so many maps available as part of the playoff pool. It's hard to I don't know. It's hard to strategize when both teams have so many options, I think. I like the attempt with the bomb, but nothing going. I know I saw Beast talking about how we need to bring back home maps so the 1 seed actually means something. I'm inclined to agree. Omni, was that a refresh? No, he left the game. Why is everyone leaving the game? I don't understand. PK, oh, he wanted it, dude. He wanted it. Irony gonna die for the rolling. Wise. Oh, and Russell can't cap it. I guess it was Carl held on just long enough. Doesn't the 1 seed get? Yeah, but again, I don't think it's favorable. Like, you pick, if you're the higher seeded team, you pick team 2. It's conventional wisdom, I believe. And, like, but, I don't know, to me, like, when I've done pick ban with an expanded map pool and playoffs, it doesn't feel as rewarding. I'd have to think about a little bit more as to why, but it's not a huge advantage to me. Home maps were a good idea. I'll stand by that. I really didn't have any trouble scrimming them. We just traded home maps, and then like you got people complaining about not being able to scrim Moonbase for the 20 millionth time. You know, like it's ridiculous. Like take a break, scrim a map you never played before, scrim it once if you want, and then move on. But it's like these people want to scrim these maps that we've all played for 8 years, and they're like, oh, I need as many scrims on them as I can get. I can't possibly spend time trying to learn a new map. It's ridiculous. If you want to say some of the home map selections were poor, sure. But we played Titania tonight. You can't tell me that was any good. I think most people would agree Summering 1.5 wasn't particularly good either. But here we are. And honestly, the main reason I like it, it's just why it's the same reason I liked Best of 7 playoffs. It's just fun, man. Like I understand competitive integrity, fairness, all that crap. Man, it's got to be entertaining to watch, and it's got to be fun. And it's fun when a team has a home map, and it's fun when you're watching a playoff series and a team gets blown out on their home map. Like, that's fun, dude. As Russ making it 4-1. Now, the question becomes, is MRV just not in... are they not a moon-based team, or are they just kind of chilling because they've already secured the 1 seed? It's a tough question. Yeah, I played some scrims on Summering. I think I wasn't a huge fan of it. Russ was lagging. Cope. PK's in a hotel, true. Forgot about that. There was something else I wanted to say. Oh, what was it? Oh, yeah, I was going to go back to Omni missing 2 caps in game 2, I believe it was. And they lost that game by 1, so. Even if Russ was lagging, which is still Cope, that game was winnable. And they did not. Am I doing the nightcap again? It's a hard one to answer right this instant. I did one since I did one last weekend, or this past weekend. I don't think there's much value in doing a pre-playoff one. I mean, maybe there is. I don't know, I feel like I wouldn't have a whole lot to talk about. Like, I mean, what's the bid story? Like, one of those 6 teams missed the playoffs, you know? We were talking about the, like, half a dozen teams that were fighting for that last playoff spot. like, sure. And then you can do playoff predictions, but, like, I'm not going to pretend like I've watched enough this season to do analysis on all of the matchups, so. I guess you could do, like, award winner predictions and things like that, but. But the top 3 drama moments, honestly, I don't even know what that would be. All of the good drama has been in the other tiers this season. Boom Headshot was a good one. Obviously, that's down in Novice, and then the fallout from Boom Headshot leaking its way into Majors is maybe one of my favorite storylines I've ever seen. Oh, Carl, great moves. Can't finish the job, though. A novice free agency drama issue causes a suspension in Majors. I mean, that's fantastic. Yeah, water sign-up's another good one. I'd say Sing ghosting. I wouldn't call that an elite drama. I think that's half expected. So, by the way, I know Beast was joking about it. Are Sin and Charlotte no longer a thing, or is that unrelated? I felt like it was just Beast joking, but I'm not 100%. As that'll finish Game 5 4-2 in favor of HGB. You know nothing about their personal lives, huh? So that'll finish the night. Mercury Revolutions come out with a larger point lead than once they started. They gain 8 points. No, they didn't gain 8 points. They gained 2 points on the night. Alright, GG's. Thanks all for tuning in. I'll see if someone else is streaming, and if they are, we are going to raid them, so give it 1 second. Looks like Yelpa is potentially streaming. So let's raid Yelp.